Okay, it's time to revisit my ideal weight, attaining your ideal weight. And there's La Madre Mountain. Last year, when I made my it was last spring when I first spoke about attaining my ideal weight. I was sitting just beyond, down a little ways from this crack between um, on the south side of El Padre Mountain and La Madre Mountain. I was on the Red Rock Park side, and we were looking over Red Rock Park, and you can see that on the Las Vegas Area Trail side. And at that time, last spring, I was about 20 pounds above my ideal weight. I ended up losing those 20 pounds last spring, which gave me the entire summer to be, well, I was at 175. My ideal weight is 155. And I'm about 5'10" and a half is my height. And that gave me the whole summer to enjoy doing the Mount Charleston Loop and doing a lot of climbing and running, and I had so much more energy throughout the summer that it really made a difference to lose those 20 pounds, and everything was lighter. I was just as strong as I'd been, but I was carrying around 20 pounds less. It made every single climb, every single run was much more enjoyable. Between then, last summer, and now, I kind of crept up about 7 pounds. And just in the last month, I've gone back down to where this morning, at the beginning of my run this morning, I was 1.4 pounds above my ideal weight, and 156.4. And I'm sure that when I return after this 25-mile round trip up La Madre Mountain, that I'll be down 155 or lower. But the point is, I am at my ideal weight still. I maintained that pretty much all the way through from last spring, and it really feels good. So I'd just like to say that if you can determine your ideal weight, and if you can reach that, life just may be a lot more enjoyable. Everything that you do, you will be lighter, faster, more agile, stronger, and you can enjoy nature. You can enjoy, like I'm enjoying this 25-mile round trip. I'm enjoying just looking around and where I am. I'm not thinking of how tired I am, how heavy I feel. It's almost like I'm floating along and just free to enjoy everything. So I really encourage you to determine your ideal weight, get to that weight, and then keep it off. And I, of course, have tips on Las Vegas area trails that explain how I got down to my ideal weight. There are some very simple things that you can do. You don't have to be brutal and diet really hard. There are some very simple things, just tweaking the times that you eat. You eat the same stuff and tweak the times that you eat. That'll help you a whole lot. And another thing is tweaking the types of food that you eat. You just cut out sugar. Wow, that's a big one right there. And And there are a few other things that if you cut them out, you tweak the times you eat, you have your lightest meal at dinner time so that you're not eating a lot anywhere close to the time you go to bed. Those things are going to make a huge difference to your attaining your ideal weight. And so you don't need to make it hard. You don't need to make it really brutal. Just tweak a few simple things and you can get to your ideal weight and enjoy life a lot more. I even sleep better being at this weight than I did when I was heavier. So my mind is sharper, and so that's there's so many benefits to being at your ideal weight. So I just encourage you to determine what is your ideal weight. By the way, this is 155 was my weight when I was in high school. I am only 4 or 5 months from being 65 at this point, and so I'm still at my high school weight, basically. That's one way to determine your ideal weight is when you reached your height in inches, about how much did you weigh, and get back to that weight. Life is so much better. Anyway, that's the ideal weight update.